Yesterday I just did.
There we go. Woohoo! We're recording now.
I guess so. I heard it just a second ago.
It's fantastic.
I guess we should say hi, everyone.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yesterday I did a crazy Halloween makeup because
Oh.
that's one of my hobbies. Before I was doing a zodiac signs.
Mm-hmm.
For now, like it's Halloween soon, so I just thought, like,
Yeah.
why not try? This picture, one of the pictures is on my icon and Telegram,
Oh.
so you might saw it when you were
Oh.
messaging.
Okay. No, I'll look. I'll look. Oh. Yeah. I just thought. Yeah. To me, you need to understand that. Oh, this a tattoo or a fake tattoo
Temporary
on your
fake.
neck? Yeah. Okay. So I
Temporary
thought it was like a lace necklace or something.
I have something like this Gothic one. Mom bought from a long time ago. Like it looked like this one, but not as wise. Big black stone, old type.
Yeah.
And some little chains here.
So yeah, when I saw your Telegram, and actually I'm gonna just do a quick screen share for everybody who might watch this, so that they can you can see what we're talking about. Here we go. This is Alex's pretty cool goth makeup.
Yeah.
Rainbow goth makeup.
I know it's strange.
No, to me, this is just pretty normal. I'm a goth, and this is how most of my friends look when they go outside.
No, I mean, I'm talking about rainbow goths.
Oh, well, yeah, I know all goths are pansexual in some way or another.
I am actually. I am pansexual.
Of course. Well, we should talk.
Many years already.
These are two great topics for us today, because the first topic I want to ask you about is Halloween.
Subcultures?
No, Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
So Halloween in Ukraine, I understand. Halloween is a kind of a new holiday. Like, it's not something that people
celebrate in Ukraine.
Yeah. Is that true? Am I right?
Yeah, it's fairly new, about 17 years old, about no more. In our country.
And I guess my question is why. I mean, how do people celebrate Halloween? Okay,
can I ask you about the same?
Yeah.
I start feeling a little bit shy, so could you...
you're looking at yourself, but you look great. I love it. It's great. It looks great. Okay, all right. We'll go back here. Okay. It's a good look. It's a good look. The rainbow.
I see my face draw off in every morning.
I feel it. Me too. I actually, yeah. Since our last video, I think I gained like a kilogram. I think I'm yeah. No, I'm.
I don't see.
Anyway, well, yeah.
I don't pay attention.
The camera adds 10 pounds. They say. So, no, I want to ask you about Halloween. What's the Ukrainian experience of Halloween? What is that for you?
The first experience, actually, how could I say? We never, even now, we're not celebrating it so major like in other countries. Like, but we took something close to that. Actually, first people who start celebrating it, it's a goth.
Yeah, well, yeah. Every day is Halloween for us.
Yeah, actually, yeah. Oh, I'm still alive. Good.
Exactly.
And it's not because of subculture, but because first meaning in this country didn't celebrate, because before Ukraine was part of Soviet Union, and Halloween, it's more American holiday. How I know, even in Europe, it's not this much.
Yeah, see, this is a thing. A lot of people in America don't know. In Germany, Halloween is a new holiday in Germany.
Yeah.
It actually if you want to know where the holiday comes from, it comes from Ireland.
Ireland?
It's an Irish holiday.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
I never knew that.
Yeah. And it's thousands and thousands of years old. It's not just about, selling candy or.
Yeah, what I was reading, it's the Day of the Dead, like in Mexico.
In Mexico, yes, and that is a slightly separate thing. Dia de los Muertos, which I celebrate as well.
Yeah, it's holiday of memory. How you can recall.
But what's interesting about these two holidays is that they are actually very similar in their purpose, and
but in celebrating, it's exactly different holidays.
Maybe a little bit. But so I'm very curious to know. So tell me, how do people now in Ukraine, how do they celebrate Halloween? How does that work?
I can give you a life experience.
Okay.
Actually, like I'm living with Americans, so we celebrating it a little more than normal. Next year we were planning on make decoration outside. Because like on the Christmas, we have a Christmas tree out and our house is the Christmas lights.
Yeah.
On the Halloween next year, we're planning decorating it, but now, like it's cutting pumpkins out, make nice jack lights.
Jack-o'-lanterns.
Yeah, jack-o'-lantern.
Jack-o'-lanterns, yes.
Yeah. Before I wasn't too good at it. If this pumpkin would for one night become alive, I think it would kick my ass. Like, why you made me so ugly?
Listen, we've all been through that. We've all made our fucked up, retarded jack-o'-lanterns.
And and actually, my mom's reaction, like, it's Halloween. It's supposed to look ugly, so don't worry, it's fine.
It's true. No, that's true.
I think if this jack-o'-lantern would become alive, it would kick my ass.
Like, you made me horrible. Yeah. I want to say this to my father, actually.
Oh, God,
you made me so ugly. No,
I'm sorry.
I'm joking.
It's not funny. But
I'm joking. Dad, if you watch this, I'm just joking. Just messing with you.
One time I told it to my mother, and my mother like looked at me like, you see me, I'm a beautiful woman, you see your father, he's a beautiful man, and you think two beautiful people would have something ugly. I said, one of us supposed to be. Shit, I said she will kill me then with her look. And I said, okay, Mom.
So once you carve the jack-o'-lanterns, then what do you do? Anything?
Watching horror movies. That's according to tradition.
Okay.
People who speak English, like it's pillows on the floor, scary. Maybe I have a similar to Christmas light, but like bright yellow, orange color.
Yeah. Of course. Do you have your friends come over? Maybe.
Yeah, sometimes.
You watch.
My best friend Yana and my best friend Anya and my friend Yana was coming. Normally it's girls.
Yeah.
Like and then all three of us waiting who first going to go to the toilet to turn on the lights because we were scared. Because it's dark. You saw my house and the kitchen dark, toilet is dark, and like we pushing each other who going to first go and turn on
because you're all watching this scary movie and you're all scared.
Yeah. And normally you're trying to watch it in original, in English.
Yeah.
Like me and my friends, I saw many people making horror videos, like pranks. I never saw the kids going to get candies. Never saw.
Yeah, we call that trick or treating.
Yeah, trick or
treating. Yeah.
We have similar stuff on the Christmas.
Yeah. Yes.
And sing. But that's already other holiday. We should talk about it later.
Yeah.
But I saw many people making like a horror quest. but that's in bigger cities like Kiev, Kharkov, making like horror house, not like in America.
Yeah,
And,
no, we have these in America.
Yeah, I said
yeah.
not. It's a little bit smaller than American one, but two. Yeah, God damn it! I've been in one of those. Oh, I was going with my uncle and his girlfriend, and we came out, and I was on his shoulders. He said, "Fuck!" I ripped one of his shoes. It was summer, you know those light shoes, you know. I ripped by accident one. A second one he lose.
So you had no shoes.
He go out without shoes and with two girls on him.
Hilarious.
Said,
from by the way, we call it a haunted house.
Yeah.
Haunted house. Yeah.
Yeah, haunted house.
Yeah. That's really funny.
Here, give me a second.
Lovely.
That's what I made as a gift for my first Halloween in Gerdes.
Oh. Home sweet haunted home.
Dad was like it. And normally we put in makeup on each other in Ukraine. We can at this night and go partying. But that's more teenagers than kids.
Yeah.
Like teenagers or some drunk adults, actually. Really.
I'm sure.
Like some stores decorating inside, like stores like ATP, like others normally.
I've noticed that some of the stores have decorations, and that's very much a new thing as well. I think.
But it look cool, you know. It's making atmosphere.
Yeah.
And on in the big cities, even on the big boards for commercial on the street, like having stores having Halloween sales, you know, cinemas posting that this night of the horror movies and like ticket with 30% sale or 50% sale.
I mean, I think you know, a big reason that Halloween exists as a holiday in America, okay, is to sell candy. You know, I mean, that's it. I mean, I think a lot of candy makers, that's like they if they didn't have Halloween, they might go out of business because
Halloween is a good party.
Yeah.
Actually, most of the holidays made for some of what getting money.
Well, I mean, yeah, Christmas, absolutely. You know, you're buying people.
Easter.
Well, now Easter in Ukraine is very different.
Yeah, but I'm talking even about American Easter.
That's true. No, but in a lot of countries, Easter, people buy special clothes for Easter. They buy, you know, you have a special basket, and we will get to that when Easter comes. When Easter comes, this is going to be very interesting. I want to talk.
Because that's exactly different holidays actually in our country and in other countries.
Yeah.
About Halloween, mostly like we're celebrating, but it's not a huge party in our country.
Yeah, because it's a new thing.
And mostly it's being celebrating by teenagers, people about 25, 27-year-old, young people, mostly, and my dad.
And and me. I love Halloween.
Oh, and you,
of course.
I guess so.
I mean, I'm a goth. You know,
so
for me, every day is Halloween. It's just they make one special day for us. You know.
I have one friend, he's 25-year-old, and last Halloween, what he made, he was living in the dorms because he was studying university, and he put about as long as his ankles to here, a black, I forgot how it's
cloak, maybe. Cloak.
It's a total with a hood on.
Yes. We would call that a cloak. That's a cloak.
Yeah. Mask, totally black mask,
Ah,
and
nice.
he put on his arms a long, heavy chains.
Nice.
And on the floor in the dorms, he was a president of the class, so he had right to turn off the lights. Nobody would hit him for that. And he turned it off, so all floor didn't have lights. He turned on scary music, and he going about every 2 steps, as it was a lone floor, so it have ego, or how you name it. It's not ego. When you make a sound, it's keep repeating. I forgot how it's named.
Repetition? I don't know. Like a rhythm. Rhythm?
No, when it's a lone, empty room.
Echo. Echo. You said echo. Echo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Echo.
So every 2 steps he hit with the floor with those chains.
Oh, nice.
God damn it. And then on the way back, he go to the steps and 2 girls was going up. Right at this moment when he hit it, he said, like, I never hear that loud scream. And that right afterwards, it was a woman about 60-year-old. He said, I thought she died.
That's really awesome. I mean,
if I would see something like this, I don't know, I would pass out probably. I'm a person who very easily gets scared. Very easy. I am.
Actually, what's interesting is in movies, you know, these scary movies. I don't like to watch scary movies, actually. Because either there's 2 kinds of scary movies for me. There's scary movies that they're just funny because they're stupid. I just laugh at them. And then there's scary movies where I'm like, you know, and I totally freak out. There's no in between for me. So it's either a waste of my time, or I'm like completely stressed out, like I'm crying, you know. And so
I should see it.
Yeah. I don't watch a lot of horror movies, which is somewhat ironic, you know, being a goth. I wonder though how many people in Ukraine, I mean, maybe a lot of people even in America don't understand what Halloween is all about. Like, what does the holiday mean? Like, why? Is it just about, you know, scaring people and having candy? Okay. So I'm guessing you don't know.
Oh, you just your picture stopped for a second. Maybe it's just
really?
internet.
Yeah.
Now it's working.
Oh,
No,
okay.
yeah.
Thank you.
Just a second. For a second it stopped. So that's like what?
It's okay. I wasn't saying anything useful. But no, so here's the thing. A lot of people, even in America, don't know what Halloween is or why we have Halloween. So Halloween in let's say Celtic culture, okay, which would be Ireland, Scotland, and at one time it was also England, France, and Spain. Although really the only country that continued this tradition of Halloween was Ireland. Halloween was originally the New Year. Yeah.
Okay. That sound at the same time logic. At the same time, it's not logic for me. Could you explain? I know it sounds strange, but
yeah. Well, I mean, look, you could choose any time of the year to decide like this is when the new year begins. In Islamic culture, the new year is based on the cycles of the moon, and the same as with like Chinese New Year.
Yeah, Chinese too.
Happens at different times. So the Celtic, let's say the Celtic culture, okay, which was the original culture like 2,000 years ago, of Spain, France, England, and Ireland and Scotland, these whole areas, that Western European culture, they chose the date of their new year to be Halloween.
Wow.
And yeah. And so they had a solar calendar, not a lunar calendar like the Muslim or the Hebrew calendar. They did have a solar calendar, so it took place at the same time every year according to how they count the years. And that day, right, was like, you know how you have do you know what it means, a leap year?
Yeah.
Right? So every 4 years we have an extra day.
Yeah. I know what it means.
So to make the math work in their solar calendar, they had like one day that was kind of like an extra day in the calendar.
Yeah, it's in February.
Yes, but in the Celtic calendar, it was Halloween. Halloween was the extra day. And so for that day, or part of that day, it was like between the year and let's say between time. Like and it was considered that was the time when, like, if you think that the spirits of the dead can still, or we're here and they're here, and in this time, that's the time when they can
very close to each other.
Exactly, when they can talk to us. That's that. And the Dia de los Muertos tradition is very much the same tradition. The Day of the Dead.
That's what I was just wanna say. Like, that's why people making from the I forgot how those flowers named. They making a ways to their home, in the cities.
Yeah.
Like, so the spirits can find the way home for this day.
Yeah.
So they can visit their family, and they bring in a tasty things home on the grave and all that.
Yeah. Exactly.
We have similar stuff, but we have similar holiday, but it's mostly not like this celebrating. We call it a memory day.
And when does that happen?
And it's like not one day, about a week.
Yeah. What time of year is that?
I think it's 2 times a year. What I can, or spring normally.
And
normally it's spring.
In the spring, yeah. So living here in Gorodice, this little village, it was, I don't remember, is it April or May? I think it's April when this happens, right? This memory.
Yeah. I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a whole week of.
Maybe some people don't have enough time to visit their family like on Monday. They have right to visit it on any other day of this week. But mostly it's the most like memory days, holiday. It's the Sunday and Saturday. Weekend.
This is something I really want to talk about more, because it's something that doesn't really exist in America, and it's super important in Ukraine. And I think we'll want to talk about it in the future. But I want to ask you, what do you know about trick or treat?
I figured. what I read, I have no idea is it true or not. Like right now, kids like going to get candies. Before it was like a payment. It was counted like a payment, you know, like
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
like you gave a candy or you gave something sweet, and then and then you will have a calm night this night.
Yes. Yes.
That's what I read.
Well, yeah, that's why so I'm speaking like 100 200 years ago, let's say in Ireland, some parts of England, or the UK, what it was usually kind of like young teenagers, and they would walk around, it's a little bit like what you guys do during Christmas time and New Year, where people go around and they sing songs, and
getting money or something sweet for it.
They expect to get something, so they walk around from house to house and sing these songs. We're going to talk about that. We need to talk about that in depth about these holidays. But in the future, we'll discuss that.
In Ukraine, but it's couple meanings of that too.
Yeah.
Why people go into the house and singing, and it's on special days, and it have different names.
Yeah.
Kolядки, щедрівки.
Yeah. Kolyadki and Shadrivki. Yeah,
And on the next morning, right after New Year, only guys doing it, like the first guy who came in the house. Young guy, because if young guy on the New Year came in the house, that's mean you will have like it will be strong atmosphere in your house. You will like have luck. If young boy visits your house right after New Year.
Interesting.
Yeah, okay. And normally it comes with rice or some other kasha type stuff. Before it was like, because Ukraine is a country where we making it, not the rice, other stuff, zhito and other stuff.
Okay.
And spreading it on the floor, and you shouldn't touch it for 14 days.
14 days. Oh, wow. See, we have to talk about
that's why normally guys doing it outside by the door, not inside.
Not inside. Yeah, that makes
not much, just a little bit.
What's interesting about this is so many of these holiday traditions are very close to the original, very close to the original Celtic traditions of Halloween.
Yeah,
and that's why I say like that's the Halloween was the original like New Year, basically, and in fact, because
31st of December made by Soviet Union. Before Soviet Union, we didn't celebrate it.
Right. And I mean, the date of the New Year has been changed actually many times in history.
Yeah, and it's normal actually, because the time counting changed.
Yeah. But these traditions, so somebody just shifted these traditions. So there's a lot of similarities between Halloween and Christmas, which is why every year I love to watch. I'm sure you've seen the movie The Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah. I saw it many times. And like this movie like mixed those two holidays together.
Right. And that's and it makes perfect sense, because originally maybe they were the same holiday.
Yeah. And we never know. We can know.
Yeah. I really look forward to talking about like holiday traditions in Ukraine. This is something that a lot of people just have no idea. Yeah, and it's only since I lived here.
But today we're talking about Halloween.
Yes.
About next holiday traditions we can talk next time. I mean, after this time.
Yeah, exactly. So
it's not getting mixed up.
right. We don't want to mix them up for sure. I will say that so I lived, in America. I lived and worked with Native American Indians, and they have very strong Halloween traditions, basically. Halloween and the day after Halloween are very important days, at least in with the Native Americans that I worked with. So like, there's lots of different cultures who have different things, and one of the things that they do is on Halloween or the day after Halloween, they take food, okay, and so they take like a plate of food and they take it to the graveyard, and they
that's what we do.
Yeah, and they put it on the grave of their ancestors. They take, some, and when this past year in the spring, I saw people here in Ukraine doing the same thing.
Yeah, just another day, just different date.
Yeah, just different day,
Yeah.
but the traditions are so similar.
And sometimes we put in like a little glass with an alcohol in it.
Like a little vodka for your
Yeah.
but of course what happens is little kids come around and they actually collect the candy or the food, and usually it's candy or something.
Or sometimes it's and depends what family, how much money they have, how much they can hand out to bring food. Like sometimes it's just one fruit and a glass of alcohol, or just candies, like not much. And actually, in the same time, what I saw in our country, it's a lot of people who are homeless, and sometimes they do take food from the graves.
Yeah.
And actually, what I was thinking, maybe one of these traditions came to help each other.
Yes, like
but not strictly.
I mean, in English we would say it's a form of wealth redistribution. So so rich people, they're going to put into these graves, or they're going to lay things on the graves, an offer to their ancestors in a symbolic gesture.
Normally on first day nobody touch it, but on the second day food going to become bad anyway.
Right. So if nobody eats it,
homeless people come and eat it. Even like we have a security on, or I forgot, on the cemetery. Like a guy who watching it, and like he don't he calmly react on this. He don't throw them away. He lets them grab something
on these days, in that time frame.
Because sometimes we can bring like bread with some salt on it, know. Oh, and like the tradition of bread and salt on top, it's in many holidays in Ukraine.
Bread and salt, that's that's so symbolic,
Yeah, that's one of the symbols of Ukraine. Like we're doing it on the marriage. Oh shit, I forgot again how it's named. Marriage day.
Wedding.
Yeah. Because I have in my head funeral.
We've been talking about it. But I mean, the whole thing about the idea of the new year is the year ends and a new year begins. Life ends, but new life begins. There's a lot of symbology in that, and
Yeah, and we should talk about it next video. Yeah, like more. Because that's
Mhm.
pretty interesting. Because like same holidays, but so different traditions, or on
Yeah.
on the different holidays, exactly the same
Yeah.
traditions.
Well, and a lot of Americans and even Europeans don't know where this Halloween comes from. Why Halloween?
Yeah,
They have no idea. And
now they know.
now they'll know. So,
Yeah.
all right. Well, that's cool. I think I better stop recording
Yeah.
before I
Yes.
kill.
Bye everyone. Before it. Hi
Bye,
everyone.
everyone. Yeah. Okay, here we go. I'm going to